Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Guilford Indians game against the Stamford Black Knights. We'll be getting started shortly. Starting lineup for Guilford is going to be Gaudio, Petrick, and Salkins at the forward positions, with Brand and Dacey on defense and Hunter Martins in goal. Guilford coming off their first win of the season against Yarmouth Maine last week. So let's see if they can continue. Stamford's a Division III team now, so we'll see how Guilford can hold up and hopefully get a victory this evening. The opening face-off. Petrick wins it over to Gaudio. It's lost. And it's taken in by the Stamford. It's wrapped around. Defenseman's bringing it down low. Shot on goal. Martins has got it covered. There'll be a face-off in the defensive zone. And changing lines. Bringing out Cafaro, Baddock, Malloy, with Donahue and Powell on defense. Evans puts it up the boards. Taken out, dumped back in by the Cardinals, or by the Black Knights. Wrapped around. Malloy picks it up on the boards. Loses it to the center ice. There's another shot for Stamford. Cafaro's got it behind the net. Out to Baddock, who carries it back around. Powell behind the net. Ooh. Almost falls into the corner. Malloy loses it again. Off the boards. It's wrapped around. Stamford controlling play. Guilford unable to get out of their own zone. Cafaro gets it, carries it up to neutral ice. Forward to Malloy. Tries to chip it in deep. Back behind the boards. Baddock coming around. Whoa. Door pops open and plays whistle dead. Cafaro to take the offensive zone face off. Wins it over. Baddock controlling the corner behind the net. Trapped around by the Stamford defender. Dumped in by Brand. Cafaro's got it. Cross ice to Baddock. Dumps it back in deep. Cafaro goes in with a hit. Oh, it's wrapped around the boards. Carried it out by the Stamford winger. Still in neutral ice. Jammed up and dumped into the Guilford zone. Will Dacey trying to control the puck. Comes loose. Around the boards. Malloy and Tebow in. Ooh. Tipped wide by Dacey. Carrying the puck. Dumps it off. It's dumped in deep. No icing. Right out to the front of net. Oh, great opportunity for Matt Clifford. Unable to get it in there though. Kept in by Donahue at the point. Carries to the middle of the ice. Lets it go. High and wide. Tebow in the corner. Behind the net. Matty Clifford getting it on the forecheck. Back to the point. Shot by Donahue. Kick save. Bounced off the boards. Alex Corso trying to keep the puck in. Sent in deep into the Guilford end. Brian Donahue carrying it behind his own net. Loses it a little to the corner. Back to Powell. Powell starts winding it up. Cross ice pass to Matt Clifford. Goes right through him. Goes right in on net. So no icing. Gaudio, Petrick back out on the ice. Evan Powell trying to chip it in deep. Still in neutral ice. Knocked in by Matt Clifford. Matt trying to get a change. Carried behind the net by Donahue. Carrying it out. Just dumped into neutral zone. It's picked up by Salkins. Oh! Offsides by Brian Donahue. A heck of a chance there for Guilford, but Brian Donahue jumped the blue line a little bit. Petrick on the faceoff. Controlled by Stamford. Bounces over. Will Dacey stick back into Guilford's end. Dacey loses it behind the net. Trying to pick it back up. Ryan Brand looking for a stick. It's behind the net. He picks it up. Nice breakout by Guilford. Will Dacey trying to break down. Dumped in deep. Nope. Dumped in. Not quite deep enough for Tyler Salkins. Petrick back checking, gets it in through the middle. Tap back to Ryan Brand. Through the center vise. Good play. Dumps it in deep. Guilford goes for a change. Derek Baddock, Chris Scafaro, and Charlie Malloy back out on the ice. Ryan Brand looking wide. Back over to Charlie Malloy. Gets it in, dumps it in deep. Just chips it in. Chris Scafaro in on the forecheck. Charlie picks it up on the corner boards. Back to Ryan Brand, who lets a shot go. Ooh, just tipped wide by the Stamford. Back to Brand at the point. Shot. Oh, nice save. Ryan got a nice wrist shot onto the net. It was blocker's side. Ryan trying to keep it in, but it rolls out to the neutral zone. Chipped back up by Will Dacey. Guilford starting to get a little bit of pressure now. Starting to move their legs a little better. Will Dacey behind the net. Cut off by the Stamford player. Ryan Brand takes him to the boards. Charlie Malloy chips it up. Chris Scafaro chips it up. Chris Scafaro getting in on the forecheck. Check on the neutral ice. Guilford just chips it out of their zone. It's knocked back in. Will Dacey playing it to the corner. Oh, jeez. That was an elbow. The officials disagreed, but that was awfully high. Now Guilford looks like it's out of on the ice. I don't know who's looking at a penalty. It's going to be called on Stamford. I don't know who he's calling now. He did call an elbow. Okay, Mr. Tebow on the faceoff. Back to Evan Powell, looking wide. Brian Donahue with a one-timer from the point, gets it onto the net, blocked it side. Guilford trying to keep it in. Nice play by Tebow and Matty Clifford to keep it in. It's down deep behind the net. Oh. Back to Brian Donahue at the point. Wraps it around the board. Stephen Tebow's got it behind the net. Goes to the corner, out to Alex Corso. Looking out a little bit off with his pass. It went outside the zone, and Brian Donahue had to retreat. Evan Powell up to Alex Corso. He backhanded it in, but didn't get a lot on it. Unfortunately, he knocked it right into the Stamford player, or clears it back down. Brian Donahue trying to skate it out of his own zone. Pass it, Brian. Brian lost the puck to the Stamford defender. Fortunately, just went behind the net. Evan Powell now trying to skate it out. Dumps it back in front of the Guilford net, back to Brian Donahue. Stamford's got him pretty well hemmed up. There. Bounces it wide of Matt Clifford. Stopped on the neutral zone by Evan Powell. Brian Donahue chips it up the boards. Be a good breakout if you get it up. There you go. Brian Donahue breaking up through the middle, but it's going to be way offsides. Brian making a play at the blue line through Stephen Tebow offside. Jack Petrick takes face off. Back to Ryan Brand. Over to Will Dacey. Will dumps it in. It's tipped. Oh! That almost beat the goalie. Tipped by one of the Stamford defender by his hand and almost got past the goaltender. Over to Kevin Gaudio. Petrick in front. Oh, lost the puck to the corner. Looking, he's in the far corner. Back to Ryan Brand. Takes the slap shot. It's tipped. There it is. Yes! All right. Nice. Looking, he's in the far corner. Back to Ryan Brand. Takes the slap shot. It's tipped. There it is. Yes! All right. Nice play. So Tyler Salkins gets the goal. Nice shot by Ryan Brand. Got it down deep. And Guilford's got a 1-0 lead here with 7:59 left in the first period. Petrick to take the face-off at center ice. Scramble, and Kevin Gaudio comes out with it. Looking wide for Salkins. Can't quite get it to him. It's cleared out the neutral zone. Ryan Brand just dumps it back in deep. There's an icing on Stamford. The Salkins who got the goal. Petrick and Brand with the assist, but oh well. We all know who scored it. So Jack Petrick walking in the corner, looking for a man to pass to, getting pinned against the boards. Tyler Salkins trying to help him out, but Stamford's able to get the puck out, break up through the neutral zone. Ryan Brand knocks man down, takes it into the corner, gets the puck up to Kevin Gaudio. No, goes past him and is tipped aside. Here comes Will Dacey with the break. The defender falls down. Will is walking in, shot high and wide though. Charlie Malloy trying to get it down deep to Jack Petrick. And Jack Petrick's looking for a change. Oh, Brian Donahue almost stepped up too far there. But it's cleared into, and Derek Baddock. Brian Donahue. Nice pass cross. Chris Gaffaro with a little opportunity from the side. Puts it right on, but it's covered and smothered by the Stamford goalie. Chris Gaffaro with the face-off now. Face-off, win back. Oh, gets past Brian Donahue. Derek Baddock tried to pass it back, but it slid by him. There's a little breakout by Charlie Malloy. Knocked down. Evan Powell holding the blue line. Now it's back behind the Stamford net, wrapped around. A little dump pass to the middle, it's out to neutral zone. Evan Powell, Brian Donahue, it's the sideboard, picked up by Derek Baddock, but it's high stick by a Stamford player, so the face-off will come into the Stamford end. Steven Tebow to take the face-off. Back to Alex Corso, who gets it back to the defense. It's shot in behind the boards. Behind the net. It's wrapped around to Stamford, the far corner. And kept back in by Will Dacey. Ooh, tries to take a slap shot. It bounces off the Stamford defender and goes to neutral zone. Stamford moving up ice into the Guilford zone, wrapped around the net. Ryan Brand playing it. Gets hit in the corner, but maintains possession. Fighting for the puck in the corner. Ryan Brand and Steven Tebow comes out with it. Wraps it around. Matt Clifford trying to get it up the boards, but it's blocked out. Picked up by Ryan Brand. Looking for some room to skate. Dumps it up, but it comes right back into our end. Nice play by Will Dacey. Alex Corso picks the puck up, coming through the neutral zone. Just dumps it in deep. Good play, Alex. Get a change. Kevin Gaudio, Tyler Salkins, and Jack Petrick back out on the ice. Stamford trying to dump it back in deep. He does. Evan Powell plays it in the corner. Oh, misplays it in the corner. He comes back. Jack Petrick helping him out, fighting for the puck. Evan trying to get it behind the net. Jack coming around, gets it into the corner again. That corner seems to have a low spot. The puck keeps getting stuck in there. Uh-oh. Backhanded goal. So right now the score stands at 1-1, 4:33 left in the first period. Stamford just scored. Guilford moves it out of their zone into neutral ice. Tyler Salkins trying to get it, loses control, and it's back to the Stamford D in their own zone. Cross ice pass, looking up, nice play by Kevin Gaudio to stop the pass across. Cross to the corner. Back to Evan Powell. Looking for a man. Kevin Gaudio's got it. Uses the boards, but doesn't. Oh, he gets it out. It's cleared back in. Ooh. The official just wiped out. Brian Donahue skating it up. Looking for some space. Passes the puck up to Tyler Salkins. Needs to get that pass a little harder. That cross-ice pass needs to move across. There goes Brian. He's got it up the wing. Takes a shot. Wow. It's the goalie right in the chest. Brian just took a penalty for boarding. So Brian Donahue gets 2 minutes for boarding. And Guilford will go on the penalty kill. Dumped up by Ryan Brown, gets to the point. Shot gloved down by Hunter, and he holds onto the puck. Another defensive zone face-off for Guilford. Chris Gaffaro, Charlie Malloy killing the penalty with Ryan Brand and Will Dacey. Face-off won by Stamford, back to the point, shot, oh, bounces up, and Ryan Brand's able to chip it out. Charlie Malloy trying to forecheck. It's wrapped into the Guilford zone where Ryan Brand's got it. Comes across, looking for some space. Oh, he's tripped up, but no call. Puck back to neutral ice. Stamford, cross-ring pass. That'll be offsides. Waiting. Dumped in offsides, but they get back. Ryan Brand tracks it down in the corner, and Will Dacey picks it up behind the net, looking for some space, and he clears it down ice. Chris Gaffaro in on the forecheck, trying to win that race. It's on the man, but he breaks out. Charlie Malloy picking him up at neutral ice, back to Will Dacey, dumps it up to Charlie, and it's out again. Good defense there. Stamford chips it back in. Matt Clifford wraps it around, but unfortunately right to the Stamford wing, who takes a shot. It's blocked. Back out front, blocked again. Stamford trying to get some shots on, but Guilford's been pretty good about keeping them outside and keeping them blocked. Bounced out. Derek Baddock up in the middle. Comes back out to the Stamford defender. Evan Powell trying to get in the corner. Okay. Matt Clifford playing defense on this. Power play opportunity. Nice wraparound, but Evan Powell gets a stick there to block it aside. Stamford moving around the end and was unable to keep it in. Lost it at their own blue line. 3 seconds left in the penalty, so Guilford's almost killed it off. Stephen Tebow coming on. Evan Powell stays on with Matt Clifford and Chris Gaffaro. Oh no, excuse me, with Derek Baddock. Put out, Evan Powell's got time. He just dumps it in, but that should be icing. Evan was just a little late dumping it down. He didn't realize the penalty would run out. So Dacey and Brand back on with Corso, Tebow, and Derek Baddock's going to be playing on that wing. Stephen Tebow takes the face-off. Nice face-off win. Goes behind the Guilford net, but Stamford's there first. Will Dacey moving in. Back behind the net. Dacey trying to dig it out of the corner. Moves it up the boards. Will's got a little skating room. Tries to get it out. There it goes. Chip back on, offside. Tag up by Stamford. Will Dacey's got it in the far corner. Looking for a man. Hits Alex Corso. Cross ice pass to Alex Corso. Dumped in by Stephen Tebow. 1 minute left in the period. Behind the Stamford goal. Tried to keep it in. Ryan Brand unable to. Stamford breaking out. Could develop a 2-on-1. Nice play by Will Dacey. Take it to the corner. Puck's out. It's a race from the blue line. Tipped and out of play it goes. 36 seconds left in the first period. A 1-1 score here. Jack Petrick take the face off. One back. Shot. Ooh. Tipped aside. Nice stop by Hunter Martins. Tips it out. Jack Petrick to take the face off again. Can't let him win that cleanly. Another shot. But they got a 3-on. Jack Petrick moving through center ice. Going wide. Looking for some space. Guilford offsides. Tyler Salkins just beat Jack across the line. Jack Petrick on the face-off again. Broken through the middle. Back to Evan Powell. Up. Brian Donahue's got a break. Jack breaking in with him. Oh, shot. Nice glove save and held on by the Stamford goal. Changing the lines a little bit here. I don't know if this is just because of the penalty situation. Face-off won by Stamford the corner, but loses the puck. Matty Clifford tried to bring it out front. Nice block. Evan Powell trying to keep it in, and that's it for the period. So after one period of play, it's Stamford 1 and Guilford 1. we're not down a man. Brian, you want to get out there? Okay, Jack Petrick starts the second period face-off. One back by Stamford into the zone. D to D. Clears up the boards. The wing loses it. Tyler Salkins moving in. Oh, Kevin Gaudio shoots it just a little bit wide. Dumped in by Ryan Brand. Jack Petrick going back. Blocks it off. Back Tyler Salkins. Or Kevin Gaudio, excuse me. Up the board. Stamford breaking it out. But Kevin Gaudio will be able to pick it up. Shot on goal. Rebound by Salkins. Petrick misses it. And oh! Brian Donahue had a golden opportunity. Couldn't get it over the pads. Guilford starting out well. Stamford breaking back up. Shot. Hunter knocks it down. Comes back. Kevin Gaudio trying to clear it up the boards. Unable to do it. Lost the puck. Comes back to the D. Tipped aside by Kevin Gaudio. Blocked aside by to a corner Ryan Brand. Off the boards and out. It's going to go down all the ice. It's going to be icing. Chris Cafaro to take the face off. Back, Devin Powell. Behind his own net, wraps around the boards, Derek Paddock. Derek swings it through the middle. It's picked up by Evan Powell. Back off to the referee and comes to Will Dacey. That was a fortunate bounce. Evan cleared it right into the thing. Dacey breaking in. Had to hold up because Chris Cafaro was offside. Wrapped out to the neutral zone. Stamford moving it in. Shot. Blockered aside by Hunter. Rolls behind the Guilford net. Stamford's got it to the corner. Blocked aside by Will Dacey. Out to the front. Boy, that puck's just bouncing everywhere. Comes to the front, and Stamford scores. That was an odd situation. But Stamford gets a 2-1 lead. Guilford's got to be a little better with the puck in the defensive zone. Bouncy boards, comes right back from the corner out front. Stephen Tebow to take the face-off for center ice. Guilford down 2-1. Alex Corso dumps it in deep. Goes in. Stamford clears it up the boards. Evan Powell across to Brian Donahue. Back to Powell. Up the boards. Alex Corso unable to get it in. Dumped up. Alex in, get it in now. Rolls around the board. It's misplayed, but it comes right back to the defender who's breaking it out. It's got some space into the neutral zone. Brian Donahue picks it up, trying to skate it up. Brian loses it at his own blue line. Back in the Guilford zone. Brian Donahue trying to chip it up to Matty Clifford. It's out into the neutral zone. Knocked into. Alex Corso's got a chance. Dumps it in deep. Guilford, Matty Clifford in on the forecheck. Coming around. Stamford breaking out of their own zone. Played out to the neutral zone where Brian Donahue is able to pick it up. Back in the defensive zone. Brian trying to make a move. Coming up through the neutral zone. Takes a shot. A little bit wide. Bounces to the corner. Brian goes to get it. Knocked down. Puck still cleared, but broken out. Stamford breaking down on Ryan Brand. Shot picked up by Petrick. Looking up the boards, chips it up to Alex Corso. Alex needs to get it in or get it up. Alex is hit on the center ice. Jack Petrick in on the forecheck. Alex has got to get off. He's been on that ice a long time. Chip down to Guilford zone. No icing called. Will Dacey to pick it up. Wraps it around. Ryan Brand behind the net. Comes around. Loses it on the boards. Oh no, back out in front. But it's cleared aside. Guilford breaking out. Kevin Gaudio ahead of the pack. Drop it. Looking for Tyler Salkins. It was chipped away by the defender. Jack Petrick in on the forecheck. Chipped up the boards. Comes out the neutral zone. For Will Dacey trying to get in on the break. Dumps it in to Jack Petrick, who loses control. Coming around the net. Back out front. Oh, right on Tyler Salkins' stick. Shot is saved by the goaltender. So still 2-1 here with 10:52 left in the second period. Stamford with the lead. Jack Petrick to try and win this draw. Gets it to the front. Chipped aside. Stamford throws it to the board. Kevin Gaudio in on the forecheck. Jack Petrick coming in around. Tyler Salkins gets it in the corner. Back to Brian Donahue at the point. Tries to chip it in deep. Picked up by the Stamford player. Chipped back out. It's out the neutral zone. Back. Evan Powell looking up. Kevin Gaudio misplays it. So it stopped at the blue line. Back into the Guilford zone. Evan Powell trying to break around in the corner. Back behind the net. Out to Evan Powell, who hits, just a little long for Jack Petrick. It looks like it's going to be icing. Almost had it. It was a nice breakout, just a little bit long. So Guilford changing up lines again. Cafaro, Malloy, Baddock with Brand and Dacey on defense. Guilford needing a goal to tie this one up. Face off in the defensive zone. Chris Cafaro will take the draw. Chris wins it to the side, picked up by Derek Baddock trying to get it up. It's chipped up into the Stamford zone. Derek Baddock right behind him trying to get to it. Up the boards. Picked up by Chris Cafaro. Back to the point where it's taken out. Guilford offsides, tagging up. Stamford carries it through the neutral zone, dumps it in deep. Wrapped around. Will Dacey gets the puck in the corner, trying to make some space. Charlie Malloy moving up the left wing side. Chips it out the neutral zone. Stamford picks it up and dumps it right back in. Ryan Brand to play it. Tyler got his stick on it and knocked it away. Puck in the corner. Ryan fighting. Stamford with an opportunity. Derek Baddock picks it up on the right wing side, looking for Chris Cafaro. Dumped in. Guilford changing up. Defenders. Stephen Tebow out. Chris Cafaro working hard. Gets it back. Funny bounce off the boards again. Off the glass. Back to Brian Donahue. Dumps it in the corner. Wrapped around the far side. Stephen Tebow in on the forecheck. Trying to hold it back in. Get control of the puck. Tebow's got it at the point. Need to move that puck a little quicker. But Matty Clifford is able to get it back down deep. Alex Corso and Stephen Tebow trying to get it. Stamford just throws the puck down ice. That'll be icing. So Guilford will give an offensive zone face-off. Okay, Stephen Tebow to take the face-off. It's controlled by Guilford. Dumped back in by Evan Powell. Stephen Tebow in the corner. Back to Evan Powell looking across ice. Shoots it right into the forward pads. Bounces into the Guilford zone. Nice save by Hunter. Oh boy. A 3-1 lead for Stamford. Guilford a little sloppy in their defensive zone. Jack Petrick wins it back to Ryan Brand. Breaks down. Ryan moves it in the middle. Jack Petrick is creamed even though he didn't have the puck. Stamford trying to work it up the boards. Breaks it out. Far side. Ryan Brand pushes him down. So Ryan picks up a cross-checking penalty. Guilford with Petrick, Salkins, Donahue, and Powell on defense. Puck comes out. Petrick knocks down the defender, or the Stamford player. Picks the puck up in the corner, looking up ice. Chips it out. Tyler Salkins in on the forecheck. Stamford back in their own zone. Cross ice pass. Still holding him in their own zone. Chip it up the boards. Jack Petrick looking for him on the boards. He's able to carry it down. Brian Donahue takes him to the boards, and it's iced down. 30 seconds gone in this penalty. And Tyler Salkins in on the forecheck. Stamford, Tyler holding it in the corner. And Stamford's called a penalty for high sticking. So that's going to even things up. So Guilford negated the power play for Stamford, and will get a 42-second power play of their own in just a minute 18. So they're going to play 4-on-4. Chris Cafaro, Derek Baddock, Will Dacey, and Matt Clifford is going to play defense. Puck cleared into the Guilford zone. Chris Cafaro going in for it. Plays the player off the board, picks up the puck around the net. Derek Baddock trying to chip it backwards, and it's just dumped that back in. Matt Clifford trying to defend, pulled out in front. Guilford needs to move this puck out. It's back out in front. Derek Baddock's got it. He's on his horse, coming down the far wing, looking up, past the Cafaro, slides past him. Derek, oh, nice chip out front, but it misses Chris Cafaro. Let it go, Tyler, let it go. No, right on net. Or Hunter, not Tyler. Uh-oh, I missed that. Derek Baddock just took a penalty. I don't know what for roughing. We only have... So Guilford takes the penalty from Derek Baddock. We're still 4-on-4 because Ryan Brand's out. And I'm not quite sure. They will go on the power play in 6 seconds, I think. But the time, I'm not quite sure about the time. Penalty time is screwed up on the clock. Brian. We're 5-on-4. They got a penalty. It must be even up. So Guilford's got a power play for 25 seconds. Stephen Tebow in the corner. Back to Evan Powell at the point. Looking for a shot. Shoots low. Oh, Alex. Whoops.
Set it up again. Let's go.
I think I lost you.
Keep going.
Okay. Well, back to Powell. Over to Brian Donahue at the point. Looking across. Takes a shot. Knocked down in front. Stephen Tebow trying to get a shot away. Nothing doing, though. And Stamford clears it down ice. That should be icing. So 4:53 left in the second. Guilford down 3-1. Jack Petrick on the face-off. Gets it to Tyler Salkins. Tyler trying to get out front. Will Dacey gets it in neutral zone. Trying to carry it in. But gets Stamford on a 2-on-1 break. Oh, boy. So Guilford just... Every mistake they make is ending up in their net. So now it's a 4-1 lead for Stamford. Guilford needs to get moving now. Puck to center ice. That'll be offsides. Brian Donahue picks it up. So it's bringing it up forward. Jack Petrick on the break. Tries to carry it in, but loses at the blue line. Chipped out to center ice. Brian Donahue with the puck. Chips it up. Jack Petrick trying to get it in. It's chipped in, but bounced right back out by Stamford. Oh. Nice save by Brian Donahue. Clears it up to Tyler Salkins. Tyler moving up the right-hand side. Chips it down low. Brian Donahue moved way up on the play. Guilford trying to get it. Yes! It's a goal. Hand side. Chips it down low. Brian Donahue moved way up on the play. Guilford trying to get it. Yes! It's a goal. I'm not sure who scored it, but either Tyler or Kevin. I don't think it was Jack. But it's a goal, so it's 4-2. So Guilford gets one back. Need to get a couple more. So Chris Cafaro on the faceoff. It's 4-2 now with 3:48 left in the second. Get one more, we're right back in this one. Will Dacey coming in. Kevin Gaudio gets the goal. Jack gets an assist, and Tyler Salkins, I think, an assist too. Chris Cafaro intercepts. Back in defensive zone. Moving the puck up. Matt Clifford on the right side of this one. Ryan Brand plays it. Whoops. Ryan falls down behind the net. Loses the puck. It's back out front. Come on, don't give up a goal now. The net's off the mooring. And Hunter's able to cover it up. That got a little dangerous. When Ryan went back to get the puck, he turned backwards and hit something on the ice and fell down. Right now we've got Alex Corso, Stephen Tebow, Derek Baddock, Brian Donahue, and Evan Powell out. We've got a high stick. It's a high stick on Evan Powell. So Guilford down a man again. So Alex Corso is going to come off. Matt Clifford's going to play defense again. So Baddock, Tebow out there now. Got to kill this penalty off. Slap shot from the point, blocked aside. Puck goes back behind. Stamford controls it. Back corner to corner, looking for a pass. Guilford trying to get in their box. Brian Donahue slid right through the middle. Shot wide. Stamford controlling the puck out at the left point. Comes down low, into the corner. Stamford moving the puck around the perimeter, but nobody in front of the net. Looking for a shot. There's a shot. Nobody there. Hunter covers it up. So Guilford's keeping him on the outside. Stamford doesn't seem to be pushing the middle. So now you got Chris Cafaro, Ryan Brand, Will Dacey, and Tyler Salkins out to kill the last minute and 17. Guilford down 4-2. Late in the second period, 2:17 left. Puck behind, into the corner, back behind the net. Stamford looking for a play. That moves, but Stamford misplays it out back into their defensive zone. Chris Cafaro on the forecheck. Stamford breaking down. Moves into the corner. Will Dacey follows. Ryan Brand just misses a check. Oh, the door bounced open again. 48 seconds left on the Stamford power play. Ryan Brand fighting the corner. Chris Cafaro chips it up. Tyler Salkins able to dump it in deep. Chris Cafaro picks it up. Cuts across. Oh, unable to control it. Picked up by the Stamford defender. Chris Cafaro rides him off very nicely. There's a little hold, but no call. Salkins and Cafaro working hard. Get back. They've got a 2-on-1 break. Pass across too far. Stamford trying to get it in deep. Kicked out. Cafaro can't quite get it out. Oh, Stamford just shoots it right out. It's outside the zone. 3 seconds left on the penalty kill. 1:03 left in the period. Guilford down 4-2. Jack Petrick on the face-off. Wins it back. Brian Donahue chips it out, chips it down. 1 minute left in the period. 4-2. Guilford looking for another goal here late. Charlie Malloy on the wing with Petrick and Gaudio. Wrapped around the boards. Held in by Stamford, dumped in deep. Clifford to Donahue up the boards. Jack Petrick trying to break through the neutral zone, gets it in deep. Hustling in is Charlie Malloy and Jack Petrick. Jack holding the puck along the boards. Back to Brian Donahue, just shoots it in. It's chipped aside, ooh, just bounces wide. Okay, so the defensive zone face-off here. Jack Petrick wins it back. Brian Donahue around the boards. Charlie dumps it out. I think, no, never got out. So we got dumped into the Guilford zone. Force 3-2. Just hold it, and that'll end the period with Guilford down. Guilford getting ready to start the third period. Down 4-2. Stephen Tebow taking the opening face off the third period. Stamford controlling it. Dumped in deep in the Guilford end. Stephen Tebow going back around the net. Puck rolls around. Trying to get it out of the corner. Puck comes to Evan Powell. Dumps it up Stephen Tebow. Dumps it up the boards to Alex Corsa. Alex dumps it in deep. Matt Clifford on the forecheck. Wrapped around the Stamford net. Into the near corner. Breaks it out. Stamford moving it in. Dumps it in deep. Going in on the forecheck. Evan Powell riding him into the boards. Picked up by Brian Donahue in the corner. Up. Pass out. Into the neutral zone. Brian Donahue just wraps it around the boards and out. Puck comes back up to the Stamford defensive zone. Played up to neutral zone. Picked off by Brian Donahue. Walking in, slap shot high into the net. The face-off's going to come to the neutral zone. Chris Scafaro, Charlie Malloy, and Derek Baddock on forward. Taking in, Charlie dumps it in. Trying to hold it in. Charlie trying to get there. Chipped out. Carried up into the neutral zone by Stamford. Puck dumped in the corner. Picked up by Chris Scafaro. Over to Derek Baddock. Passes across the ice and out. Puck wrapped around. Derek going for it. Misses it. Comes out to the Stamford D. Dumped back in the corner. Stamford controlling in the corner, looking for a pass. Back behind the Guilford net. Shot. Blocked aside. Another shot. Caught by Hunter. Nice save by Hunter. Holds on to the puck. Guilford going for a change. Salkins, Petrick, and Gaudio coming out. Brian Donahue and Evan Powell on defense. Petrick to take the defensive face-off. Clears into his own corner. Brian Donahue controls it. Back to Evan Powell in the corner. Back to Brian Donahue. Back to Evan Powell. Up to Kevin Gaudio. Looking for an outlet. Carries it out himself. Up to Jack Petrick on the wing. He dumps it in deep. Kevin Gaudio in on the forecheck. Good play by Kevin. Jack Petrick trying to pick it up. Rolls to the far corner. Jack on the corner. Back to Tyler Salkins. Tyler trying to pull it out of the corner. Comes out front. Out front it is. Oh, just rolls wide. Net is moved again. That net doesn't have a lot of hold. So they reposition it, and they're going to have an offensive zone face-off. Guilford will be taken by Jack Petrick. Jack trying to win it to draw back. Gets it back to Evan Powell. Shoots. Blocked aside to the far corner. Jack in the corner, back to the D. Brian Donahue controls it off the boards, back to Jack. Jack throws it in front, right to Tyler Salkins. Oh, can't quite get enough wood on it to finish. Evan Powell trying to hold it in. Able to knock it to the far side. Wrapped back into the Guilford zone. Evan Powell back to get it. Brian Donahue trying to control it up the boards. Kevin Gaudio flips it up the boards. Held back in by Stamford. Comes right out in front. But it rolls to Kevin Gaudio. Flips it off the boards. Jack Petrick trying to get it up. And it's out into the neutral zone. But now it's back in. Stamford able to clear it back in. Evan Powell trying to control the puck. Looking for a man. Kevin Gaudio trying to track down the puck. And just cleared in on goal. And Hunter Martins holds on to it. Face off. Stephen Tebow takes the draw. Back, gets it to the corner. Will Dacey bounces it off the glass. Doesn't get out though. Cleared in. Oh, that was Ryan Brand, excuse me, cleared it. Ryan with the break up through the middle. Dumped back into neutral zone. Guilford in, but it's wrapped back into the Guilford zone. Will Dacey follows him in. Stephen Tebow picks it up. Carries it over. Alex Corso. Shot wide. Stamford getting some offensive zone time here. Oh boy. Rolls out in front, but fortunately goes past. Brian Brand trying to get the puck out from behind. Needs some help. Guilford not in good position to break the puck out. tackled on the play is Will Dacey. Gets it out to neutral. No, it's not. It wasn't Will Dacey. I think it was Matt Clifford. Excuse me. Ryan Brand flips it out through the middle. Picked off. Rolls to the corner. Hunter Martins is able to hold it. Guilford changing lines. With Derek Baddock, Chris Cafaro, Charlie Malloy, Brian Donahue, and Evan Powell on defense. Cafaro wins it back to the corner, but Stamford's the first one to the puck. Nice play. It's wrapped around the Guilford net. Stamford trying to control it. Brian Donahue flips it around the boards. And Derek Baddock, or Charlie Malloy's able to chip it out. It's cleared back into the Stamford zone. Derek Baddock coming around, dumps it out to the board. Shot, nobody there though. Cleared back in, it's icing. Nope, it's not icing, I'm sorry. Delayed offside. Guilford back on side. Stamford for a break, but it's tracked down by Brian Donahue. It's out to Evan Powell. Cleared up to Chris Cafaro. Chris Cafaro beats him wide. Got the puck in the corner, looking for a man, brings it out front, shoots, and saved by the goaltender. It almost slid through him, but he was able to get hold of it. Nice play by Chris Cafaro. Jack wins it back to Ryan Brand, dumps it back into the corner. It's cleared up the boards. Stamford's able to break it out. Dumped in deep. Will Dacey tracking it down. Comes behind the net with it, looking up, gets it up, right through Tyler Salkins, but it bounced outside. Stamford clears it back into the Guilford zone. Will Dacey trying to cut him off. Cleared out front, picked up by Ryan Brand and just flipped out. Tyler Salkins in on the forecheck, bounced back to Will Dacey, back in the defensive zone. Jack Petcher trying to pick it up, clears it over across Kevin Gaudio, through the neutral zone, dumps it in deep. Guilford got to get in on a forecheck. They need some offensive zone coverage. It's cleared out of the rink by Stamford, so there will be an offensive zone face-off. Wins it over. Picked up by Stamford. Cleared out of zone, but knocked down by Brian Donahue. Shoots it wide. Alex Corso looking back to the point. Mishandled by Evan Powell outside the zone. Brings it back to Brian Donahue. Cuts up through the middle of the ice. Loses the puck. But is able to recover, but now he picks up a hooking call. So Brian Donahue will be sitting. 8:41 left, still 4-2, and Stamford goes on the power play. Ryan Brand on defense. Try to kill this penalty. One back, Stamford across, point to point, shot wide. Chris Cafaro working in on him. Cleared to the middle and dumped out by Dacey, but knocked down and cleared back in. Will Dacey trying to get it out. There he goes. Back to the Stamford defense. They clear it back in. Lots of room. Moves it across to the forward. Back, nice pass to the point. Shot low. Nice save by Hunter Martin. So Guilford, with 1:31 left in the penalty kill and 8:12 on the clock, down 4-2 here. Faceoff's going to be taken by Charlie Malloy, and Chris Cafaro is going to have to go back out. Derek Baddock. Chris Cafaro will take the faceoff, and Charlie Malloy will be on with him. Chipped out to Stamford D. Shot, knocked down by Ryan Brand, and knocked out. Nice play by Ryan. Got it out of the zone. Offside Stamford, but it was not a good call. Yes. Yes. Because I'm doing the play-by-play for the game. I'm doing the play-by-play for the game. That means I'm announcing it for the camera. Now they're losing 4-2. Yeah, I just got to assist.
can't. No, I can't. I'm doing play-by-play. I'm missing the game right now. In about 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Love you.
Sorry, I'm back. Stamford controlling play. 6:42 left. Penalty is now over. Guilford down 4-2. Looking for some scoring now. There's a shot knocked down by Hunter Martins. Evan Powell clears it around. Jack Petrick plays it in the corner. Chips it up the boards. Unable to clear it out though. Stamford taking another shot. Stamford just dominating play right now. Guilford having trouble getting out of their own zone. They need to move the puck up. Donahue coming up the wing. Shoots it into the far corner. Jack Petrick going in, trying to keep it in. But kept in. Stamford able to comes back out. Oh! Shot by Charlie Malloy. Blocker to side. Guilford's got to be careful. They can't take too many chances. Oh. Shot side by Guilford. Still trying to get the puck out of their own zone. Ryan Brandt's got the puck, looking long. Knocked down by Stamford. Turns back in their own zone, flips it up the board. Guilford just can't get any offensive zone time right now. There's an icing on Stamford. Maybe we can get the face-off in the zone and maybe do something. 5:21 left in the third. Guilford down 4-2. Face-off for Charlie Malloy. Knocked aside. Oh. Kevin Gaudio loses the puck out of the zone. Knocked back in. Guilford gets onside. Stamford's able to clear it out. Chipped in deep into the Guilford zone. Ryan Brand back to get it. Looking for some space. Gets it up out of the zone. Controlled by Guilford in the neutral zone. Knocked in deep again. Derek Baddock looking to go get him. Puck rolled around. Far side. Kevin Gaudio trying to pick him up. Guilford trying to keep the puck in, but it rolls out from neutral zone. Dumped back in by Evan Powell. Jack Petrick in on the forecheck. Wrapped around. Brian Donahue there. Nope. Chipped out, knocked aside by Stamford, and cleared back in by Guilford. Jack Petrick trying to keep it in, but Stamford comes through the neutral zone. Still in the neutral zone. Brian Donahue behind his own net. Stamford in the middle of a change. Skating it up, looking for some space. Just dumps it up forward, and it's knocked back down. Jack Petrick trying to get it in. Trying to carry it in. Needs to get it in deep. Brian Donahue. Tyler Salkin's carrying it. Jack Petrick right there. Oh, nice save by the goalie, and it's iced. We're back. Stephen Tebow, offensive zone faceoff. Trying to control it. Comes back to defense. Chipped up. Will Dacey trying to make a play. Curls in front. Shoots. Rolls to the net. Rolls wide. Will Dacey trying to keep it in. It's chipped out by Stamford though. Hunted down by Matt Clifford. Stephen Tebow curling through the mid zone. Through neutral ice. Down the center. Shoots it in. Chip to the backboards. Back out front. Oh, Matt Clifford couldn't get anything on it though. Cleared down to Guilford zone, where Ryan Brand will play it. Loses it to the corner. Looking up, trying to get it up the boards to Matt Clifford. Curls through the zone, up to Stephen Tebow. Stephen dumps it in deep. Nice play, Matty Clifford in on the forecheck. Tebow picks it up, back to the point. Brian Donahue shoots. It's blocked down by the Stamford forward and cleared to center ice. Stamford just trying to get it in deep. They do. Picked up behind the net by Evan Powell. Trying to clear it out. Needs to move it forward. Alex Corso. He dumped it in deep again. Charlie Malloy in on the forecheck now. Derek Baddock trying to get in there too. And it's just cleared out the neutral zone. Cleared back in. Chris Cafaro moving in. Trying to get there. He's able to get there. Charlie Malloy in deep. Oh, nice save by the Stamford goalie. Another golden opportunity by Guilford. We need to finish those plays. Chris Scafaro trying to get it out front. Shoots. Oh, knocked aside. Guilford getting some opportunities. Brian Donahue trying to move through the neutral zone. Loses the puck. Now it's chipped back in. Puck moving slowly up the board. Now it's back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Brian Donahue. Needs to clear it up. There it goes. Nice play. Derek Baddock chips it in. No icing. Chris Scafaro in on the forecheck. 1:40 left. Comes back to Chris Scafaro. Tries to get it out front off the net. Trying to keep it out. There it is. Oh! Derek Baddock was unable to get his stick on it and finish. Jack Petrick in. Looking back. Wraps it around the boards to Will Dacey. Will Dacey carries to the corner. Looking to get it out front. Jack Petrick around the corner trying to keep it back in. Gets it back behind. Derek Baddock trying to get it. Jack Petrick going in the corner again. Guilford can't get the puck to the front of the net. Stephen Tebow, the goalie is now pulled. 1 minute left in the period. Goalie's out of the net. Ryan Brand chips it forward, but it comes to a Stamford player. Dumps it wide. So Guilford gets some new life. Cleared up. Jack Petrick trying to get it out to it. It's in the neutral zone. Guilford trying to get it in deep. Lots of bodies on the boards. I can't see the puck. Comes to Stephen Tebow, gets it into the zone. Chris Scafaro trying to make a move, but it's cleared out again by Stamford. Will Dacey coming up through the neutral zone.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left. Guilford can't get the puck in. There's a shot. Oh, Chris Scafaro. Stopped by the goaltender. Guilford's had some good opportunities, but just haven't been able to get it in. Ryan Brand behind the Guilford net. Flips it up the boards. It rolls through. That's too many men on the ice, but not called. Guilford getting it in deep. 5 seconds left. This is going to be a Stamford victory. And Guilford loses 4-2.
Congratulations to the Knights. The next game, Trinity versus Canada.